Hey, what's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC. Today we're taking a look at Log+Jotter for December of 2023. It feels like we just did one of these on the channel. That's because we did. Unfortunately, my November notebook got lost in the mail. I reached out to Log+Jotter. They sent out a replacement right away, got me all squared away. So that video went live last week. And now with the December issue, we're back on track, back to our normal schedule. Now, if you're not familiar with Log+Jotter, maybe this is your first time ever watching a Log+Jotter video, you may be wondering what's in the envelope. So, Log+Jotter is a monthly subscription, costs only $5 a month, and for that they send you a 3.5 inch by 5.5 inch notebook with the page style of your choosing. Obviously, of course, have to choose from what they have to offer, but they do offer dot pages, grid pages, and blank pages. No matter which one you choose, they will be 40 pages. Now, the cover is completely unique each month, so they never repeat through the subscription. They also don't sell them anywhere else, so if you want the specific cover, you need to be subscribed that month or buy it on the secondary from someone who is. So with that said, excited to see what they have to offer for December 2023. We'll start with that back cover, maybe build a little bit of anticipation before flipping over to the front. So as you can see, pretty sterile design on the back. It doesn't really wrap around at all, so not a lot of clues of what we might expect. Sometimes we'll see a really intricate design on the cover that fully wraps around. Other times it's a little bit more subtle with maybe a repeating pattern, and in this case really no clues on what's on the front outside of the color scheme of that logo and slogan. So we have our Log+Jotter logo, make a story, tell a story. I'll be honest, I do prefer when the design wraps at least partially around onto that back cover, but I also don't spend that much time looking at it, so no, not a big deal either way. But with that said, let's go ahead and flip over, see this month's design. And so we have a really classic, traditional looking winter scene. You can see the Log+Jotter logo and that slogan, make a story, tell a story, are identical to what we saw on the back, so that color scheme does carry over. Very subtle snow in the background that may or may not be picking up. But if we look at the actual scene, the trees are just blanketed in snow. You can see how much they're being weighed down. There's a cabin in the background with the roof completely blanketed in snow and a bright red paint job on there. So gives very subtle Christmas vibes, but really nothing about this design is actually related to Christmas. And so mentioned it last month, gonna mention it again. I always appreciate that because it means that you can use this notebook a little bit longer, extend it into the full winter season. Also means people that don't celebrate Christmas get a little bit more use out of it. Now, of course, I do love those holiday inspired ones because they're unique and cool, but these do seem a little bit more versatile, a little bit more widely popular because they appeal to more people. And so always appreciate that about the designs. And I think this is a good looking design. I like these classic traditional looks, and this one has that look to it. So let's get into the interior. You can see I do get the dot pages, and so those can be used for making grids if you'd like, but they are also numbered 1 through 40, which you'll get on both the dot pages and the grid pages. Our interior covers mostly the same each month with a couple exceptions. So we do have our inch ruler, we have a spot for our name and contact info, the dates that we're using this, a log summary, and a travel log. Now, underneath that is one of my favorite parts each month, although I don't actually use them to write page prompts. I just like seeing what they come up with. And so this is their page prompts. So this month we have favorite Christmas movie or movies, sketch a snowy scene, most memorable Christmas, favorite gift given, favorite gift received, a cold memory, the good old days, and a prayer. So cool prompts this time around. Let's get to that back cover. And this is where we'll find our issue design and inspiration. You also, of course, have a centimeter ruler on the back cover, as well as a spot for a list and important dates. So just a few more spots you can fill out to give you an indication of what you might find on the interior. So the issue design for December 2023 is called Snow. Very appropriate. The inspiration says, you may have heard that every snowflake is unique and unlike any other snowflake that has ever fallen. While that's an amazing fact, it seems even more remarkable when you look out and see the first significant snowfall cover the ground. While each snowflake on its own is beautiful, when they come together, the view is awe-inspiring. So this month, we challenge you to make and tell a story that is completely unique to you. Think about what makes you special and unlike anyone else. Then spend some time thinking about the people that surround you that make life truly extraordinary. So cool inspiration as well. I'm a big fan of this cover, would love to hear what you think down in the comments below, and thought it would be fun to take one of these prompts and use it for a comment prompt instead of a page prompt. So would love to hear about your favorite Christmas movie or movies. Hopefully that will find me some movies that maybe I've never seen, or maybe some movies that I have seen that I need to revisit. And why not stir up the pot a little bit and ask the question, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Obviously centered around Christmas, but do you think of it as a Christmas movie? But thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the notification button. They all help out the channel a ton. And as always, I hope you have a great one. Happy holidays.